Good morning, students. Today I will be explaining Dijkstra's algorithm. So I have taken this graph. Okay. So Dijkstra's algorithm means single source shortest path algorithm. So you have to specify a source vertex. From that particular source vertex, the distance to all other vertices, the minimum distance to all other vertices will be found out. Now, first we have to take a graph. I have taken this graph. The first step is I will draw the adjacency matrix for this. Okay. First, I will draw the adjacent matrix, or you can call it as weighted matrix also. Okay, I will call it as weighted matrix. Weighted matrix. So first, I will draw that matrix.
Wait. Only the
So
program.
now
Please write a
this is
question in
the
the program.
this is the weighted matrix, students. Now I filled the weighted matrix. How did I fill it? So 1 to 1 is 0. We are not considering cycles here. So 1 to 1 is 0. So we are not considering cycles. So 2 to 2 is 0. 3 to 3 is 0. 4 to 4 is 0. 5 to 5 is 0. 6 to 6 is 0. So now the distance from 1 to 2 is 2. How did I get that? There is an edge that is going from 1 to 2 and the distance value is 2. So I have written here 2. The distance from 1 to 3 is 4. So 1 to 3 there is a direct edge. So the distance is 4. From 1 to 4 I have written as infinity. So infinity we will take it as 999. So from 1 to 4 it is 999. Why means from 1 to 4 there is no direct edge. There is a path. If you see the graph there is a path, but there is no direct edge between 1 to 4. Okay, so if there is no direct edges, then you specify it as 999, that is infinity. And also if there is no edge between any two nodes, then also you specify it as 999. Examples, 1 to 6. 1 to 6 there is no direct edge, so I am writing it as 999. Now 2 to 1. If you see 2 to 1, there is no edge going from 2 to 1. Okay. So again, it is represented as 999. Like this, I am filling this weighted matrix. So there are 6 nodes. Okay. So now I have written the weighted matrix. Just observe the weighted matrix. After writing the weighted matrix, what we are going to do is we have to now the step 1. Step 1 is we are going to write the weighted matrix. Now what we are going to do, step 2. Step 2 is identify. Step 2 is identify a source vertex. Step 2 is identify a source vertex. So now we are going to identify a source vertex. Now example, let us take the source vertex as 1. Okay, we will take the source vertex as 1. Okay, now step, we'll take the source vertex as 1. Now we are going to write step 3. What is step 3? Take the distance of source vertex as 0. Okay, this is step 3. Okay, take the distance. Take the distance of source vertex as 0. So this is the step 3. So I'll take the distance of source vertex as 0. Okay. Now the step 4. Step 4. Take the distance of all other vertex to infinity. Okay, take the distance of all other vertex as infinity. Okay, this is step 4. So let me write infinity, all other vertex as infinity. So I'll rotate 8, so it looks like infinity. Now what I do is I'll copy this. I'll just write all other vertices as infinity. The distance of all other vertices as infinity. Infinity I represent is 999. This is my 4th step. So first step is you write the weighted matrix. First step is you write the weighted matrix looking at the graph. Next step, identify a source vertex. So we have identified the source vertex as 1. So step 3, take the distance of source vertex as 0. So I have taken the distance of source vertex as 0. Step 4, take the distance of all other vertex as infinity. So I have taken the distance of all other vertices as infinity. Now what I am going to do is step 5 is relaxing the edges connected to node 1. Okay, this is the step 5. Now in step 5 what I am going to do is just observe. Now there are 2 nodes that are connected to node 1, that is 2 and 3. Now you should see the distance of the edge from 1 to 2. It is 2. So if you see 2 is the value 2 is less than 999. Okay, observe carefully. The value 2 is less than 999. So 1 and 2 is directly connected. The value 2 is less than 999. So what I'll do, I'll just cancel this. I'll just cancel this and write the new weight as 2. Next step, the one more edge that is connected to 1 is node that is connected to 1 is 3. Now what I do, I'll see the distance. It is 4. Now 4 is less than 999. 4 is less than 999. So I'll take the new weight as 4. Okay, and here I will have one more table. Okay, I'll have one more table which I'll be filling for identifying the parent of each node. One more table I'll have which is used to identify the parent of each node. So identify parent or identifying parent here. Now in the first step, parent of 1, since the 1 is the source vertex, the parent of 1 is -1. Okay, since 1 is the source vertex, we take the parent of 1 as -1. Next, the parent of 2, similar way, the parent of 3. Next, the parent of 4. Next, the parent of 5. Next, the parent of 6. At the first time, all the nodes has parent as -1. The first time, all the nodes have parent as -1. 1. Okay, fine. With this initial condition, now what we have done, first here for all the nodes are having parent as -1. Now P1 is the source vertex. So 1 is the source vertex. So that remains same. -1 we are not going to change. Now parent of 2. From 1, it is been changed as from 1, since from there is an edge between 1 to 2. Now we have removed this 999, and since 2 was less than 999, we have changed it to 2. So the parent of 2 is nothing but 1. So I'll update it. Now the parent of 2 is nothing but 1. Okay, from -1 it has changed it to 1. So -1 I'll cancel it. So -1 I cancel it. So for parent of 2 is 1. Now what happens? Parent of 3. Now there is a direct edge between 1 to 3 and the distance 4 is less than 999. So parent of 3 is again 1. So I'll take it as 1. So we have performed the operations till here. Now the two other nodes visited are 2 and 3. Now in this 2 and 3, the next node which you are going to select is, now see which node has less weight. So node 2 has weight of 2, node 3 has weight of 4. So you have to proceed next. Now we have started from 1, we have reached 2 and 3. Now we should see from 2 which are other nodes are reachable, and from 3 which are the other nodes reachable. But the question is from where to start, whether you will start from 2 or whether you will start from 3. So since node 2 has smaller weight, so we will start from 2. Okay, we'll start from 2. From 2, we will relax the other edges which are going from 2. So now, if you see from 2, there is an edge going from 2 to 4, and the distance is 7. And if you see 7 is smaller than 999, so I'll cancel 999 and write the new distance as 7. Similar way, from 2 to 3, and one small change here, not 7. From 2 to 4, the distance is 7, and the node 2 already has a weight of 2. So 7 plus 2, it is actually 9, and 9 is smaller than infinity, so I am going to change it. Similar way, from 2 to 3, there is a edge. The edge weight is 1, the cost of the edge is 1, and the node is having a weight of 2. So 2 plus 1, it is 3. So 3 is less than 4. So what I'll do, I'll cancel this 4, and I will write it the new weight as 3. Now I have written the new weight as 3. So now what I have done actually, from 1 to 3, the distance was 4. When I can reach 3 from 1, the distance was 4. But when I checked from node 2, I can reach 3. Yes, I can reach 3, and the distance was lesser than before what I calculated. So the distance was, suppose if I go from 1 to 2, the distance is 2. From 2 to 3, the distance is 1. So 2 plus 1, it is 3. So because 3 is less than 4, I am changing it. Otherwise, I'm not going to change it. So now, so we can reach 3 from 2 with a shorter distance. So I have changed it to 3. Okay. So now I have to update my parent table also. See, before what I did, the parent of 3 I have considered as node 1. But now the node 3 is reachable from 2 with a smaller distance than node 1. So what I do, I cancel this. So I cancel this. The parent of 3 will become 2 now. So now if you see, the node 3 can be reached from 2. So you can see, you can identify the path from this table also. See, now the parent of 3 is 2. So we have, from 3 you go back to 2, and the parent of 2 is 1. Parent of 2 is 1. So 3 can be reached from a path 1, 2, 3, and the distance is 3. So like this table helps us to identify the path. This table helps us to identify the path. Okay. Now let us see next. Now we have finished with vertex 2 also. Now we are going to, now from 2, which are the other nodes reachable? 4 and 3. 4 and 3. So which vertex to consider to relax other edges? So 4 is having a weight of 9 and 3 is having a weight of 3. So 3 is minimum. So 3 is minimum. So I'll consider the vertex 3. So if I consider vertex 3, from 3 there is an outgoing edge that goes to 5. So the distance is 3. Now if I see, the node 3 has a weight of 3 and the edge is also having a cost of 3. So 3 plus 3, it is 6. It is less than 999. So I'll give the new weight as 6. Okay. Now I have visited vertex 5. Now the other vertex visited are 4 and 5. Now 2 vertex are visited, 4 and 5. But which one to select? So 4 is having a weight of 9 and 5 is having a weight of 6. So 6 is smaller. So I'll select 5. So from 5, if I see, the other two nodes reachable are 4 and 6. So now I calculate the distance. So the vertex 5 is having a weight of 6. The cost of the edge is 2. So 6 plus 2, it is 8. So since 8 is smaller than 9, what I'll do, I'll cancel this 9 and take my new weight as 8. Okay, I'll take my new weight as 8. And then from 5, I'm able to reach 6 also. So the weight of the node 5 is 6. 6 plus 5, it is 11. So 11 is smaller than 999. So I'll change the, take my new cost as 11. So now the remaining nodes are 4 and 6. So which one to start with? So 4 is having a weight of 8 and 6 is having a weight of 11. So which is smaller? 4 is having a smaller weight. So select the node 4. So after selecting node 4, the nodes reachable from 4 are only 6. So from 4 to 6, the edge is having a cost of 1. And 4 is having a weight of 8. So 8 plus 1, it is 9. So 8 plus 1, it is 9. So 9 is smaller than 11. So I'll cancel that and I will take my new distance as 9. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, I forgot to update the parent table. Okay, so don't worry. Now I'll show you how did I update it. First, we had selected vertex 3. From 3, we are reached 5. So the parent of 5. So the parent of 5 is now the parent of 5 is 3. See, I have updated the parent of 5 because we are reaching the distance from 3 to 5 is 6. So the parent of 5 is 3. And I'll cancel this minus 1. And now from 5 we are reaching 6 as well as 4. Okay. And before we had reached from 2 to 4. The 2 to 4, the distance was 9. So the parent of 4 is 2. Okay. See, we are reached before from 2 to 4 we have reached, and the cost was 7 plus 2, it is 9. Okay, so before I have told parent of 4 as 2, parent of 4 as 2. But now when I see from 5, I can reach 4 from 5 also. And if I calculate the distance, 6 plus 2, it is 8. And 8 is less than 9. So I am taking the new weight. But from where did I reach? From 5. So I will remove this 2 and take the parent of 4 as 5. Okay. Now next, from 5 I was able to reach 6 also. That is how I got 6 plus 5, 11. So I'll take my parent of 6 as 5 and cancel this minus 1. Now when I see from 4, when I reached 4, from 4 to 6 also I was able to reach, and the distance was 8 plus 1, it is 9. So 6 can be reached from 4 as well as 5, but from 4 we got a smaller distance. So what I do, I again remove this 5 and make the parent of 6 as 4. Okay, parent of 6 as 4. Now I have finished the problem, and I will show you the distance from source vertex to all other vertices now. So 1 to 1. Okay, the distance is 0, comma 1 to 2. 1 to 2. What is the distance? 1 to 2, what is the distance? How to find out? See here, this table will be helpful in finding out the path. The parent of 2 is what? The parent of 2 is 1. So what is the distance? 2. So this 2 can be reached from 1 from a distance of 2. Next, 1 to 3 now. 1 to 3. How did I reach 1 to 3? Okay, first, how did I reach 1 to 3? First, go to parent of 3. What is the parent of 3? It is 2. So write that first. 3, go back. What is the parent of 3? It is 2. And next, what will you do? Parent of 2 is 1. Parent of 2 is what? 1. So this is the path. And the distance is how much? Distance is 3. Distance is 3. Next. Okay. Distance is 3. This is the actual path. Okay. This is the distance. Now let us see how did I reach 1 to 4. How will you find out? First, you see the parent of 4. What is the parent of 4? It is 5. Write that. Next, what is the parent of 5? You just check it. What is the parent of 4? It is 5. Next, what is the parent of 5? It is 3. Next, what is the parent of 3? It is 2. Parent of 3 is 2. Next, what is the parent of 2? It is 1. It is 1. So this is the path. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 4. This is the path to reach 4. What is the distance? It is 2 plus 1, 3, 6, 8. Distance is 8, and the path is this one. you can reach the shortest distance from 1 to 4 is 8. The shortest distance from 1 to 4 is 8. How did I reach that? 1, 2, 3, 5 and 4. Now next, I will tell you how did I reach 1 to 5. How did I reach 1 to 5? Now, if you see here, for 1 to 5, how did I reach? First, what you should take? The parent of 5. The parent of 5 is 3, and the parent of 3 is 2, and the parent of 2 is 1. This is the path. And what is the distance? What is the distance? 6. So you can reach from 1 to 5 with the shortest distance of 6, and the path is this one: 1, 2, 3 and 5. Now last one 1 to 6. How did I reach? Okay, how did I reach? Take 6 first. Now you take the parent of 6. What is the parent of 6? It is 4. Now what is the parent of 4? What is the parent of 4? It is 5. It is 5. Next, what is the parent of 5? It is 3. Next, what is the parent of 3? It is 2. Next, what is the parent of 2? It is 1. So now, these are the path. So 1 to 1 it is 0, 1 to 2 it is 2, 1 to 3 it is 3, 1 to 4 it is 8, 1 to 5 it is 6, 1 to 6 it is again, sorry, 1 to 6 is not, 1 to 6 I have not written the distance, it is 11. 1 to 6 I have not written the distance, it is actually 9. So it is actually 9. The distance to reach 1 to 6 is actually 9. So this is the full Dijkstra's algorithm. So I'll first tell you what has to be done. First, you should take a graph. Then you should write a weighted matrix. Then step 1, you have to write the weighted matrix. Step 2 is identify a source vertex. Step 3 is take the distance of source vertex as 0. Okay. Step 4 is take the distance of all other vertex as infinity. Step 5 is start relaxing the edges starting from source vertex. So when we relax the edges, we reached all the other vertices one by one, as I explained. And then when visiting each vertices, we were updating its parent nodes also. So these are the parent nodes of each vertex. This parent node will be useful when calculating the path, when creating the path or identifying the path. So the same program as a code, now converting the same logic into a program. So I'll show you the program, how it is done. So now I'll share a new screen. So I'll show you the program. So here there is a program for Dijkstra's algorithm. So in this program, I'll explain the program in detail. Now in this program, there is a class named as Dijkstra's. Next, for holding the weight distance of each node, I have declared an array D. For storing the parent of each node, I have taken an array as P, parent and distance. So to check whether a node is visited or not, I am declaring one more variable, visited array. So we should know whether we have visited a vertex or not. Okay, for that one more array visited. So next, what I am doing here, this particular part of the code, what it does actually, I tell you. It performs the step 2. What was our step 2? That is initializing all the vertices to infinity. Take the distance of all the vertices to infinity. See, starting from the first vertex till the last vertex, all the distance of all the vertex are made as infinity. That is 99, or you can take it as 999 also. Here I have taken as 99. So we can take it as 999 also. And one more thing, as you saw in the parent table, in the first time I initialized the parent of all the nodes to be as -1. So that I am doing here. So this part of the code, this particular part of the code initializes the distance of all the vertices to infinity as well as the parent of all the vertices to -1. Now going to step 3. See, this is the step 3. What is step 3? The source vertex. You have to identify the source vertex, and the source vertex distance should be taken as 0. The source vertex distance should be taken as 0. That is this step. Okay. Now finally, coming to here, coming to this step, what is happening here? So now select in this particular code. What is telling? I always told you when explaining the previous paint program, I explained always you should select a vertex with a minimum distance. Did I tell you or not? Always while relaxing the edges, always select a vertex with minimum weight. So now if you see here in the initial condition, the weight of the source vertex is 0. The weight of all other vertices are infinity. Observe carefully, the weight of the source vertex is 0. The weight of all other vertices are infinity. So now from all the other vertices, we are going to select the source vertex. How we are going to select? Now see here, the minimum is 99, or you can take it as 999. So starting from the first vertex, till the end, till the last vertex, you check which vertex has this particular part of the code. You check which vertex has a weight less than minimum. Okay, which vertex has a weight less than minimum. In the initial condition, that vertex is nothing but the source vertex, because the source vertex is having a weight of 0. All other vertex are having a weight of 999. So the source vertex will be selected, and now for the source vertex is not visited. So visited is 0 for source vertex. The source vertex is selected. After selecting the source vertex, what will you do? The minimum, you will take it as a distance of the source vertex, that is 0. Okay, that is 0. Minimum, what you will take it as 0. Minimum is 0. And what is your u? It is your source vertex. Now example, in our graph, the minimum is 0 and the source vertex was 1. So u is 1. See here, minimum is 0, that is distance of the vertex 1, and u is the source vertex, that is 1. Keeping in this mind, we'll go to the next part of the code. Here what you are doing now, you are telling that the source vertex is visited. The source vertex is visited. So you are making visited of 1 as 1. So in the previous graph, I have showed 1, we are taking 1 as our source vertex. So we are making the visited of u as 1. Next, going to the next step, from the source vertex. Okay, from the source vertex, we are checking which and all other vertices are reachable. This particular part of the code does that. From the source vertex 1, we are checking which and all other nodes are visited. And now if you see this particular part of the code, we were able to see from in the previous diagram, in the paint program, we were able to see from the source vertex 1, there were 2 vertices reachable, that is 2 and 3. So the distance of vertex 2 was infinity, and the distance of vertex 3 was also infinity. So what we did here, you take it as 1, vertex 1, and v, suppose you assume v as vertex 2. So the distance of u was 0, because it is the source vertex, plus the edge. This is a of u comma v is the cost of the edge between 1 to 2. So we added 0 plus the cost of the edge, that is what, 2. The distance of 1 to 2 was, the edge cost was 2. So the distance of source vertex is 0 plus the cost of the edge. The cost of the edge from 1 to 2 was 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 is less than, what is distance of v? So distance of V, what is V here? The vertex 2. The distance of 2 was infinity. So 2 is less than 999. 2 is less than 999. So we changed the value to 2. So we changed the value to 2, and U should not be equal to V. Means the nodes 1 and 2, 1 should not be equal to 1, because here we are not considering self loops. 1 should be not equal to 1. So we are not considering self loops. So U is 1 here and V is 2. So 1 is not equal to 2. So the condition is true, and the vertex 2 is not visited. So all this condition is true. So the new distance of 2, vertex 2, is distance of V, that is equal to distance of U, that is 0, plus the cost of the edge between 1 to 2, that I think it was 2. So 0 plus 2, that is 2. And then what is being done? The parent of V, that is the parent of vertex 2, is nothing but 1. So we have writing it here. The new weight of vertex 2 is being calculated here, and the parent of vertex 2 is being calculated here. And that similar way, now this is inside a for loop. Now from vertex 1, since it is inside a for loop, from vertex 1 all the other vertices are being checked here. Okay, then again this is inside a for loop. See, again this is inside a for loop. Now from 2, what did we do? From vertex 1 we reached 2 and 3, and then what we did, we selected 2. From 2 we found out all the other vertices reachable. Then from 2 we went to 3. From 3 we selected all other vertices reachable. So this for loop helps us to attain that process. Okay, now here this is a path function, which is just going to, just a display function, which is going to display the path. Like at the end of the program, I showed you the path, from source vertex to all other vertices. So like that, I'm going to display the path. So now here the display function is being called. Once the display function is called, starting from the vertex 1 to the end of to all other vertices, the path is being displayed, and the path is being calculated here. Okay, so the path is being printed, and the path looks like this. See here, I've shown an output of a program here. The path looks like this. This path is actually printed by this function. So it's actually just a display function. All the calculations are done here only. The main calculations are done from here to here. Okay, the main calculations are done from here to here. And this represents only a display function, which display function calls the path, which puts a like a formatting. It uses a formatting like this to print the path so that it looks good. And coming to the main program, here there is a main program where there is an array is being initialized, and the number of vertices, and the number of vertices you take, it is stored in n. Next, you have to enter the weighted matrix. So there are 2 for loops which is used to fill up this 2-dimension array. Like I showed a matrix for weighted matrix. Next, you are telling to enter the source vertex, and that is stored in S. Next, you are calling the Dijkstra's. You are creating an object for the Dijkstra's class, and using that object, you are calling the member function Dijkstra's. The parameter you are sending are array, source vertex, and the number of vertices, total number of vertices. This array holds your weighted matrix. This array holds your weighted matrix. And finally, after calculating the path, the shortest distance is being printed. Okay. So for printing the shortest distance from the source vertex to all other vertex, you call one more member function. It's called as display. So the parameter you are sending are source vertex and the total number of vertices. And finally, you close the program. So this is your end of the program. Okay. Now, if you want me to execute this program and show you to, once I'll show the program, full program. So this is your Dijkstra's program. So this is your Dijkstra's program. Stepwise, I have explained. If you have got any doubts in this program, again go back to that paint file where I explained the logic. There you see that paint program, and then come and again go through this program, then you will able to understand. Now the same program, I'll show you the execution of this program. Okay, I'll show you the execution of this particular program. So what I do is I copy this weighted matrix so that it will be easy for me to enter the weighted matrix. So for this particular graph, I'll show you the output. For this particular graph, this is the adjacency matrix, and the number of vertices are actually here 1, 2, it is 6. So I have actually copied the weighted matrix. I copied now. Now I'll show you the execution. Now I'll share one more screen. I'll share one more screen, that is NetBeans. So here I have the Dijkstra's program, the same code which I explained just now. Now I'll run this program. When I run this program, the first thing it will ask is, Mamta ma'am, ಹೇಳಿ. So first thing the task is enter the number of vertices. Okay, so I'll enter the number of vertices. It is 6. Then it is asking the weighted matrix. I'll try to paste that. I'll see whether it is getting pasted. Yeah, it is getting pasted. This actually is the weighted matrix which I copied from the PDF file, and I'll just press enter. So see, we have got the weighted matrix. Because it takes time to type this, I just copied from that PDF file. Now I'll enter my source vertex as 1. So if I enter, see, as I told you, the shortest path between 1 to all other vertices is being calculated. Okay, this is the output. First it asks the number of vertices. Then you have to actually type the values from the weighted matrix which you have written. But since I have just copied and pasted it here. And the next thing is you have to give the source vertex. And when you give the source vertex, the distance from the source vertex to all other vertices is being calculated. That is the end of your output. That is the output of this program. So the program is here, the same program which I just explained it to you. The full program is here. Okay, that's all is the Dijkstra's program.